Here I've created a web folder mockup. The required M3U8 file creation steps are: first, select all the movie and TV show links you are interested in watching on your Chromecast using the Firefox Copy Selected Links to Notepad++. Select Ctrl-A, then right-click, then Copy Selected Links, and paste. Remove any non-video links retrieved. Once all links have been extracted, search and bookmark rows that contain .mkv, .mp4, or .avi and move these entries to a new file. Navigate to Edit, Find, Mark. Make sure checkbox bookmark line is selected. Then enter .mkv and select Mark All. Now enter .mp4 and select Mark All. And finally enter .avi and select Mark All. Navigate to Search, Bookmark, Copy Bookmark Lines. Then copy these entries into a new document. Make a second copy of these entries. One file will contain the video's HTTP links and the other will contain the M3U8 file name. Now in the first file, add a blank space in front of http: or https:. Then add line numbers to this file so that we can merge the two files back together. Select Ctrl-A, navigate to Edit, Column Editor, select Number to insert, initial number 1, increase by 1, and checkbox leading zeros. Now, let's edit the second file, which is the M3U8 titles file. Search and replace / with a \n, which stands for a new line. Select Ctrl-A, navigate to Search, Replace, Find, / replace with \n. Make sure Search Mode Extended is selected. Now bookmark all lines that contain either a .mkv, .mp4, or .avi to pull out video file names without their folder directory details. change .mkv to .mkv.m3U8. Change .mp4 to .mp4.m3U8. And finally, change .avi to .avi.m3U8. Copy those bookmark rows to a new file. Check that the number of records match the first file with the HTTP links. If it does not, then it means that a link had a .mp4, .mkv, or a .avi within the file's name, and you will need to manually scan and fix it by removing the incorrect new line break entry. Rename or remove any invalid file name characters, otherwise the file creation will fail. In the first HTTP file, change .mkv to .mkv greater than sign, or .mp4 to .mp4 greater than sign, or .avi to .avi greater than sign. There should not be any blank lines prior to the greater than sign. Please note, upper or lowercase must match the original file name or the file will not be found. Here, the original file was .avi in caps, and I initially changed it to .avi lowercase, and when I tried to access it, I got a file name error, so I had to change it back to capital.avi. Now, add line numbers to the M3U utility titles file and insert it into file number 1 and sort. Navigate to Edit, Line Operations, Sort Lines lexicographically ascending. Next, remove the line numbers. Press the Alt key and left mouse key. Then highlight all the rows and press the Delete key once all has been selected. remove all line breaks. Select Control-A, navigate to Edit, Line Operations, Join Lines. And finally, reinsert line breaks after .M3U8. Navigate to Search, Replace, Find .M3U8, replace with .M3U8/N. Make sure Search Mode Extended is selected. Also make sure there are no blank spaces after .M3U8, or the HTTP links will have blank lines after the file's link name and will display not found errors. Change the blank in front of .http: or https: to echo space. Now, give the file a name and save all changes and rename the .txt file to .bat and run it from the DOS command prompt. Validate that the links do not contain blank spaces and run from VLC. Please note, as mentioned, I do have both an M3U and M3U8 generator utility that you could use instead of this makeshift process, but these DOS commands run a lot quicker and there's no limit on how many links can be run at one time. I will link their setup details down below. Copy all M3U8 files to the PlayXtreme app using the browser's HTTP and move them to appropriate folders. If you run into files being skipped while trying to rewatch them, go to Settings, General, and Clear Cache.